Good morning, class. This is class 10 geography, and we are going to begin with the water resources. Now, water resources, what are the resources actually from where we are getting the water? It can be your surface water, it can be your underground water. Surface water can be your river, lake, ocean, ponds, and streams, whereas underground water can be your uh, from the non-porous rocks. That can be your digging well, tube wells. So these can be your underground water. Now let's begin. Water resources. Life is possible on earth due to the presence of water. Nearly three-fourths of the earth's surface is covered with water. This all of us we know about it, right? Water is found below the earth's surface. In air, it is present in the form of water vapor. About 70% of the human body is water. The bodies, all plant and animals contains water. So rainwater, oceans, rivers, lakes, streams, pond, spring are all natural sources of water. Dam, well, tube well, hand pump, canals are man-made sources of water. Rainwater collects on the earth in the form of surface water and underground water. Need to conserve water. Earth is the only preserver of water. Thus, water is an inevitable source of life. Due to population, industrialization, the balance of water has led to deserted areas where mankind has to struggle with nature to live. Hence, conservation of water is essential. Some reasons can be given below. First one is overexploitation of underground water results in lowering of water table, means too much of use of the water from the underground water, so it leads to the lowering of the water table. Second one is due to their over exploitation, their glaciers are melting at a high rate. It is believed that the perennial rivers, and mostly we find the perennial rivers in the north, will extinct within 25 years just because we are using too much of water. Third one is India has seasonal rainfall and this rainfall is unevenly distributed throughout the country. Thus, conservation of water is essential. So, seasonal rainfall we have, and some places receives heavy rainfall, some places receives less rainfall. So, it varies from place to place. So, thus, conservation of water is essential. Fourth, excessive irrigation to meet excessive population demands depletes 90% of the fresh water content of the earth. So irrigation also needs water, that is for agriculture. Industry utilizes huge amount of water and also pollutes surface of fresh water. Industry also requires water. Afforestation should be encouraged so that sufficient transpiration may maintain the hydrological cycle and enhances the rate of precipitation. So if we are planting more trees, then uh, we can also encourage transpiration. Transpiration here means that the water that is being evaporated through the aerial parts of the leaves, and if transpiration is taking place, it is maintaining the hydrological cycle and it is also helping in the precipitation, that is rainfall. Objectives of rainwater harvesting. First one is recharging the groundwater. Second, checking the rainwater from flow away, means if the water is flowing away we can check and we can uh, control that water and make it in a use. Third one is fulfill the requirement in dry season. So during dry season we can use the rainwater for various purposes. What is rainwater harvesting? It is defined as a method of storage or conservation of water by the use of water tanks during rainfall so that dry season are not followed by scarcity of water. So during dry season we can use the Rainwater. Rainwater, when during the rainy season, the rainwater is collected in huge tanks which can be used in the dry season. Importance of rainwater harvesting. This process is a means or to preserve rainwater to be used in the dry season. Second, rainwater which flows into the drain without any use can be used for mankind purpose by applying this method. Third, to meet population demands, this can be practiced all over India. Fourth, industries can use such water for their purpose, and this water is also applicable in irrigation. Fifth, excessive use of underground water result in falling of the water table. Sixth, it improves the quality of groundwater by diluting salinity. Seventh, it provides drinking water when all other sources have dried. Storing mechanism. The rainwater collected can be stored for direct use or can recharge into groundwater. It is divided into two categories. One is traditional method and the other one is modern method. Traditional methods, it is known as Kund of in Thar Desert, bamboo drip irrigation in the northeastern hilly regions, Kul of Trans Himalayas, Johars in central India, Bhandaras in Deccan Plateau, Zinc in Ladakh, Chiruva in Andhra Pradesh. We have many more in your books you can refer to. So these are the local names of the places where they are using the rainwater harvesting. Modern methods: pit recharge, filtration tank, dug well, perovskite tank. Need for irrigation. So before we begin with need for irrigation, what is irrigation? Irrigation is the artificial means to supply water to the land. Need for irrigation, why it is needed? First one is seasonal rainfall. Seasonal rainfall means it is having only a fixed period time, that it is only for 3 to 4 months the rainfall is there. Uncertain rainfall, we never know when the rainfall is going to arrive and departure, it is not known. It depends upon the pressure, high pressure and low pressure. Uneven distribution of rainfall, this means throughout India it is unevenly distributed. Some places receives maximum amount of rainfall, some places receive less amount, some places receive moderate amount of rainfall. So it is all unevenly distributed. Fourth is erratic rainfall. Fifth is cultivation of certain crops. Certain crops needs rainwater, like rice crops. Next one is hot climate. So after the hot climate, people need relief. So water is essential. Next one is, because in hot climate the water gets evaporated. Next is Green Revolution program to increase the production of crops. Thank you. We'll come with in the next class we are going to discuss about the irrigation potential in India, about the canal irrigation, tank irrigation, etc. Thank you class. Please read the chapter